Hey guys, Marianne here, and one of you asked me to do a video on how to not stress, and I love this topic. I do stress often, so I don't know everything, but I can give you guys some tips that have helped me. So one of the number one things is to declutter your life. And I don't know about you guys, but when everything in your house is put together and everything is in its place and everything is clean and organized, you probably feel really happy and less stressed, I'm imagining, because that's how I feel. And I am not really good at this. They say that people that make their bed every single day are more successful, and I think the theory behind that is that they are less stressed and they feel like everything's put together. And I would just try it if I were you, and it doesn't have to be your bed, but just your house in general. Get rid of things that you don't need and just kind of simplify your life and not have all the stuff all over the place. And number two is figure out what makes you feel good. So, I talk a lot about foods and how foods affect our body. And, a lot of times if we eat things like greasy food or food that doesn't make us feel good, our bodies are getting stressed because you're trying to process all of that, and it's just not good for you. So, think about, how do I feel when I eat certain things? And that even goes back to caffeine. A lot of times for me, if I drink too much coffee, I'll get really stressed out because that caffeine is not always in my system, and I'll just start stressing about things that I normally wouldn't stress about. So just kind of look at your own body and kind of figure out what foods are affecting you and what is making you feel a certain way. And if it's making you feel stressed, then you might have to take it out just for your own well-being. The third tip is do not take on too much. Only take on the essentials and unschedule. Instead of scheduling things, unschedule things and prioritize things. There's certain things that that you might want to do, and there's certain things you might have to do, and then there's certain things that you might not have to do, but you tell yourself that you have to do them and you really don't. And I'm totally just making this up, but maybe it's volunteering for the PTA at your child's school. Maybe you don't really have to do that, and maybe you feel like you have to, but you don't. And if you didn't take that on, that would give you more freedom to get your house in order and be more organized, or do something else that's gonna help you be less stressed, or work on the things that you need to get done that are gonna bring value to you. The fourth tip is exercise. And I know exercise can put a lot of stress on our bodies, but it also can be a time that is our time. So exercise can also lead into meditating or yoga, or going for a walk. It doesn't have to be vigorous. It could be something that literally can just help you have that time for you. And people that exercise do sleep better, and I think that's because you're relieving that stress. Another tip, number 5, is to be present. And a lot of times we have all this stuff going on and we're just not focusing on the here and now. And when you focus on the things that are in front of you, the people that are in front of you, the tasks that are in front of you, and you're present, that's gonna relieve a lot of stress. And you need to schedule things when I used to be a teacher, when I would have, let's say it was a snow day when I was teaching in Colorado. It was kind of a free-for-all day, and we're just yay, let's watch movies all day, and it's great. The day was chaotic because we weren't on a schedule, but the days where it was okay, we're gonna, have story time, and we're going to then have centers, then we're gonna have nap time. I mean, whatever it was, there was more structure, and so I was present, the kids were present, everyone was present in that schedule. So kind of think of it as your own schedule and be present on whatever activities need to be done on the here and now. Number 6 is to laugh, and laughing helps a lot. It helps relieve stress. So you have those friends that make you laugh, be around those people. You have the people that you watch on YouTube or videos that you watch. Laughing relieves stress. So have more laughing and fun in your life to relieve that. And the number 7 tip, I was going to say last tip, but I have another tip that I want to give you guys, is to listen to music. And I've talked about this before, but a lot of times music brings us back to a time. So I know like music that I listened to when I was in high school or different eras of my life, like bring me back to that time, and it just makes me happy and relieves stress because I'm not thinking about like the future, you know, I'm focusing on the present and just being happy, and I'm looking back and I'm just reminiscing, and it just gives me this happiness. So I hope that that's something that you guys could take into account and see if it works for you. And the very last thing, and it always goes back to this, and I say this with a lot of my tips, is to be grateful, and be grateful for what you have. And I know it's hard to not like look at the past and be like coulda, woulda, shoulda, or to look towards the future and say, you know, well, I just need to know what's going to happen, and if I know what's going to happen, then I'll be okay. You just have to be grateful and happy for what you have right now, because there is going to be a time in your life where you're going to say, you know, I really miss that time, and you don't want that to happen when it already passed. You want to be able to be present and be grateful for what's going on right here, right now. I love you guys. If you watch this video, please like it. Please comment below and just say just some words of encouragement to let me know that you liked it. And if there's other videos that you want me to do, please let me know what they are. And I am more than happy to do any video that you guys want. And I hope you have a great Sunday, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.